Welcome to Motions Monday, where we look at an emotional word for the day, we define that word, we describe that word in daily living, and we make a decision. Are we going to reduce that emotion or are we going to increase that emotion? Today's word of the day is alive. According to the dictionary, the definition of alive means to be energetic, to be brisk, right? To be full of life, animated, to be in the process of growing, of developing, to be accomplishing the purpose for which that thing is alive to do. Think about the last time you felt really alive. So when we look at describing being alive in daily living, we're thinking about how do we know that something is alive? Well, it's growing. It's alive, it's doing what it's meant to do. It's adding value. We see change, we see progression. We see that if that thing is a flower, we know it's alive because it's growing and developing, growing taller, growing thicker. It's doing the thing that it's meant to do. If it's a fruit tree, we see that it's growing and the fruit is coming and being produced from it, and that people can eat from that fruit tree if that's what they desire to do, because the fruit tree exists to grow and produce fruit. How do we know a person is alive? We see them, right? They're breathing, they're talking, they're moving, they're engaged, they're growing, right? So we can see that life is there, life exists, whether it's in the animal world and we see the animal growing, contributing, eating, doing what it's meant to do. The plant world, we see the plant growing. The human world, right? We see ourselves growing and moving about and developing, and we feel most alive. When people say, "Oh, I feel so alive today," we feel most alive when we are having a sense of purpose. We're doing that thing that we felt that we've been created to do. We're energetic. We're looking forward to the day. We're seeing that something good happened. We're seeing that we're doing something where we naturally fit, and it's giving you that sense of like accomplishment and the sense of, yes, what I'm doing, what I've meant to do, what I enjoy doing, what I'm good at is exactly where I am right now. How do we know what the opposite of that looks like? It's when you feel stuck, when you feel lost, when you feel like I'm supposed to be progressing, I'm supposed to be moving forward, but now I feel like I'm just going backwards. That's the opposite of feeling alive. That's when you feel as if you're stagnant, you're not growing. That's when you feel like what you're doing right now does not fit the purpose of what you've been meant to do, what you were created to do, what you feel good at, what you feel skilled at, where you feel like you're a perfect fit. It's like that puzzle piece where the puzzles fit exactly. When you're alive, you feel connected. You feel as if you're contributing. You look forward to the day. You look forward to the next thing that you're going to do because you're anticipating the good feeling that you're going to have in response to doing that job, that task, to accomplishing that goal. That's when people say, I feel so alive, because they're energetic. They feel at their best. They feel creative. They feel positive. They feel connected. It's when they really are enjoying their life. So thinking about that, how do we either increase or decrease this emotion? The emotion of feeling alive is definitely something I think most people would choose to increase. And so how do we do that? How do we get connected, right? How do we feel the sense of I feel purposeful? I feel like I'm doing the thing that I was created to do. I feel like I'm accomplishing something wonderful. You can increase that feeling of being alive by getting interested in your own life, the thing that you're doing right now, the stage of life that you're in. So many people wait to get excited about their life, to get interested about their life based on an event, based on something happening. I'll get happy when, I'll get excited when. They keep waiting for this momentous event for them to feel alive, to feel connected, to feel happy, to feel purposeful, when you can feel that way every day. You can feel alive just by getting excited about things that used to make you excited before all of life's burdens, all of life's challenges, all of life's disappointments hit you. So you can start by just going back and remembering a time that you were happy, a time where you felt alive, where you felt connected, where you felt purposeful. What were you doing during that time? what made you feel connected at that time? What made you feel as if what you were doing was adding value to other people or adding value to your life, or was something that was really needed in the world and you were helping to be part of making that happen? When you think about that time in your life where you felt most alive, most purposeful, most connected, I want you to just write down, what is it about that time in your life? What was effective for you? What worked for you? Maybe list down, what are the three things that you felt? What are your three things that you know that this worked for me? This was key to me feeling connected, me feeling purposeful, me feeling as if I'm contributing in a meaningful way to not only society but to myself, and I'm growing. I felt like I was seeing something come about as a result of what I was contributing to the world. So I want you to just think about those three things. The next thing is to look at what three things are draining you. What three things are happening or that you're doing or that's occurring that's making you feel drained of the life that you need, drained of energy, of enthusiasm, of excitement, that are blocking you from being your most creative, blocking you from feeling connected, blocking you from feeling like you're growing and moving forward. And then think about, well, how do I change these things? If there are three things that are blocking me from feeling connected and created and moving forward, how do I begin to do just something small, something daily that's going to remove these blocks or reduce their impact on my life? So you want to look at that to begin to increase the feeling of being alive and decrease that feeling of being stuck, of being disconnected, of not feeling purposeful. Purpose comes when we feel like we're doing the thing that we've been created to do. But in order to feel that, we have to make sure that we're moving the roadblocks. That if you were that plant and there was rocks inside the plant, you'd have to remove the rocks so that the water can go all the way into the soil and so that that plant can really be nurtured and that plant can grow. For some of us, there's rocks, there's roadblocks, there's things that are not allowing you to feel connected, alive, and purposeful that you have to look at removing from your life so that you can get excited, get energized, get interested in life, and be moving forward and feeling like you're growing. So, increasing that feeling of aliveness, you can do a self inventory, looking at all the areas of your life and then kind of going through all those areas. So, you want to look at your relationships, both family, both your social life, look at your career, look at your money, your finances, your spiritual wellness, look at what's taking a hold, what's causing you to feel mentally drained, and then also examine your physical health. All these areas are the areas that make you feel alive, make you feel connected, make you feel as if you're progressing. If there is a rock or a roadblock in any one of these areas, it's going to make you feel stuck. It's going to feel like it's draining you. So you want to look at what's working in these areas and what's not working. After examining all these areas, you want to make small changes. You want to do one thing to move you forward in that area, one thing to lessen the impact of those rocks, or something that's going to help to remove those rocks, remove the blocks in your life permanently so you can grow, so you can feel connected, purposeful, and alive. Thank you for joining us for this Emotions Monday and looking at the word feeling alive. I hope that today you feel alive and connected and purposeful. And if you're not feeling that way in any area of your life, that you begin to take inventory and either remove the rocks or reduce them so that you can get to this positive emotion of feeling alive more often, more frequent, and definitely long term. So thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you next Monday.